Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years. You'll find delicious food and fun at Timber Steakhouse, East County Line Road, South Branch, Michigan. You'll find delicious steaks, pizza, and a full menu with the best food in the north. Enjoy the fine food and karaoke fun at Timber Steakhouse, County Line Road, South Branch. Rose City Drug, just south of the Rose City city limits at 2640 North M33, featuring a state-of-the-art, completely automated and extremely accurate computer-filled prescription process.
Here at Rose City Drug, we're a family-owned and operated for over 20 years. We offer fast and friendly service, and we always take the extra step to make sure your needs are fulfilled.
Discount Foods, downtown Mayo. Find national name brand foods and merchandise at sharply discounted prices. Shop the smart way and please the family without breaking the budget. Discount Foods, downtown Mayo. Hi, welcome to Michigan Magazine. I'm Barry Stutzman. Get ready to explore Michigan off the beaten path. We're here today at Foley Swamp in the midst of Bigfoot country. We are not too far from the Michigan Magazine Museum, the site this week and weekend of our third annual Bigfoot Bash. Today on this show, our museum curator, Nelson Yoder, sits down and discusses one-on-one with us the concept of the big conference get-together that draws hundreds of believers and skeptics alike from around the state and country to discuss and compare notes about the possibilities of Bigfoot's existence. The museum is situated right smack dab in one of Michigan's Sasquatch hotspots, with at least 35 documented sightings or encounters nearby. Then later on the show, we're thinking ahead to county fair time with a trip to one of our county fairs and a look at some intense sheep shearing competition. Stay tuned, it's all coming up next on Michigan Magazine.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.
Well, it's the third annual event. We've done this for 3 years, and it's a very interesting time when people from all over the state of Michigan get together and discuss their work as far as research is concerned, discovering Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Yes, we're not talking just promoters or believers, but we're talking skeptics are probably going to be here, and everybody's going to be here to discuss the possibilities. Some people think that this is just a legend, but kind of...
The public is welcome.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And it's a certain group of people, really. They're devoted followers. Mm-hmm. They probably watch Animal Planet and some of the shows on TV now that feature this subject matter. But there's an increased amount of interest, it seemed like, as time goes on.
I know when we first started, you were more of a skeptic than anything else. I mean, has that changed at all with what you've...
It has. I've been pushed over the edge now at this point. And there are a number of reasons for that. I don't think you just one day say, I'm a skeptic, and the next day, oh, no, I'm a believer in Bigfoot. I mean, maybe you read an article in the paper. It takes a while. I mean, it's actually a thought process. Most people will never see Bigfoot. There are some people who have like a chance sighting, or maybe even an encounter, which is a little more involved than just a sighting. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't find some credibility to the fact that there could be a creature living among us that we don't necessarily recognize. But the question is, how does it do it? How did it do it? How does it survive all this time? And it's a real thought-provoking question. And so Bigfoot Bash gives us a chance to delve into some of those questions.
Kind of compare notes with other people.
With other people.
Right.
And so as you read books, like that's the one thing that helped me. You start with maybe sightings. You compare sightings that people have had, and you find a common theme or a common thread that runs through all of those, and you know they're not making up these stories, because this one saw it somewhere, somebody else saw it somewhere else, and yet there's a similarity or a pattern. And then you can become more serious about it and read books. Now, for the Bigfoot Bash, we get in lots of books from the county library system. And our county librarian is very, very good to assemble books. And even our researchers come in and use those books. So a number of books have helped me, starting with the manual here, Reports of Bigfoot and Sasquatch in Michigan. And this was compiled by Bob Daigle, and it's a manual which includes sightings in all 83 counties of Michigan. And Oscoda County, where we are living here now, has a great number of sightings. And I credit that to, you know, a lot of water. Bigfoot likes to be near water, and we have the Osable River here. So, and the Foley Swamp near Luzerne. So it's a perfect habitat for an animal like Bigfoot. So I value the work that Bob Daigle has done in assembling these. He is a member of the Michigan Bigfoot Research Organization. And he is really I call him a coordinator of our Bigfoot Bash. I like to run everything past Bob for his, you know, approval or disapproval. Okay, we started with that. And then last year we had Lisa Scheel here from Lake Linden in the Upper Peninsula. And she is more or less a Bigfoot researcher from that part of the country. And she has written a book, Backyard Bigfoot, and she's doing even more research now. But some very interesting Bigfoot-related phenomena that she reports in her book, which include stick signs and the braiding of the manes of horses, that I just found totally fascinating. I'm sorry she can't be with us this year, but we were lucky to have Lisa last year. She's a lovely lady. So that was book number 2. Then while I was away last winter in South Texas, and by the way, Bigfoot is found in all states. Oklahoma is a prime area also. At one of the bookstores I found Anatomy of a Beast. It's a book kind of, well, maybe believing, maybe not believing. I mean, it goes with the skeptic business, but it includes a nice account of all of the people who started the Bigfoot search back in California, Washington, and Oregon. There's pictures of those people, the Patterson film, you recall. It's very good as far as the history of this, and so I treasure that book. Then more recently, and I've loaned this book out, but Living 50 Years with Bigfoot by Mary Green will put you over the edge. A family in Tennessee, the Carters, who lived with the family of the Bigfoot for 50 years. There's no way that book can be a fabrication, and it includes pictures and all of the stories that are told about, well, actually children growing up with the young people of the Bigfoot family. And Grandpa Carter actually believed that this Bigfoot was a human being, and so did Grandma. And he did not call it Bigfoot. He protected his farm from hunters or people coming in because he had developed a great rapport with the Bigfoot family, and he did not want to see them harmed. They actually, almost to his dying day, he carried food out for the Bigfoot family, and so there was a mutual exchange there. Grandpa Carter called them wandering spirits. We keep adding things to our collection here at the museum. From the hand of Bigfoot.
Let's take a look at that.
Okay, the hand of Bigfoot was presented to the museum last summer by Dr. Igor Bortsev of Moscow, Russia, who is a history major, I believe, but his interest is tracking down Bigfoot all over the world, and he has spent a lifetime doing it. So this handprint that was given to him by, I think, Tom Thomas of St. Clair Shores area, then we've had on display in the museum ever since it was presented. But more recently, we have had a local print casting presented that really is the icing on the cake. This is a foot casting of Bigfoot, actually probably made not too far from here, and was made by one of our local researchers, a young person, and it's pretty convincing to see this print, and kind of mind-boggling at the same time to think that this creature could be out there stalking around in the swamps. Plus, there will be follow the trail through the woods here by the museum. A trail will be constructed where there will be stick stacking, some stone stacking. Actually, Bigfoot also stacks stones, and some structures that you might expect to find in the woods where there was a Bigfoot.
Thank you, Nelson.
You're welcome.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by Greenbrier Golf Course, Sage Lake Road, Lupton. You'll love this beautiful, professionally designed 18-hole course with a bogey golfer in mind. From pro to beginner, Greenbrier will have you returning for more. Enjoy the watered fairways, driving range, full-service restaurant, bar with Wi-Fi, and gift shop. Greenbrier, Sage Lake Road, Lupton. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. 33 Motorsports Park, family racing fun for all ages and skill levels. 3 tracks located on M33 in Oscoda County. Come watch or join in the action all year long. Developed for motorcycles, quads, UTVs, and snowmobiles. 33 Motorsports Park. Canyons Lakeside Resort and Marina, located on the shores of beautiful Sage Lake. Get away to their newly remodeled, beautiful bed and breakfast, or their historic 13-room hotel. Special events and activities for all ages. Call now or go online for more information on this Michigan treasure. In stressful economic times, citizens in Michigan can always find comfort by looking back at the resiliency of the state. Our history of self-sufficiency and determination is a rock-solid foundation that we can all stand firmly on to gather strength and our second breath. And what better way to do that than by visiting an upcoming county fair? Here you'll rediscover the rural roots of the Great Lakes state that has spawned an agribusiness that has fed nations and continues to do so. When you visit a Michigan County Fair, you'll feel a pride well up in your chest that'll push that stress right out of your body. The family farm and agribusiness in the state still has a firm toehold on the rural landscape. Hard work and family values are everywhere when you pass through the gates of the county fair. When you visit any county fair this coming season, be sure and step off the Carnival Midway path and into the exhibit barns and arenas. A while back, Michigan Magazine did just that at one of our own local county fairs, the Ogemaw County Fair, just a bit northeast of I-75 in northeastern Lower Michigan. In this edition of Michigan Magazine, we bring you highlights of an event not too many urbanites or regular fairgoers get the chance to experience. Ogemaw County, back in about 2006 or so, brought to the arena sheep shearing competition and exhibition. And since its inception, kids and adults alike, farmer and non-farmer, have discovered a new appreciation of wool and wool products, plus a lot of fun competition. 2008 was our first encounter with the event ourselves, where we discovered a loyal and growing following in the world of sheep shearing competition.
Okay, Jim, what do we got here? This is some shearing competition. Tell us a little bit about what's involved here.
Well, this is the second annual Ogemaw Heights FFA sheep shearing contest here at the Ogemaw County Fair. We did it last year. We had 18 shearers from 5 states. And this year, because of a couple of weddings that are happening out in Iowa and Wisconsin, we've got 12 shearers, but we have more planned for next year too. So
okay, now what's involved in the competition? Is it time competition? Is it a quality competition?
It's both.
Both, okay.
It works out to about 20% is on time, 80% is on your quality of work.
Okay, how much time do they have to do this, or is it just
all the time they need?
Okay.
But the guys that win are going to do a better job quicker.
I see.
So we've got 7 different judges looking for different. Well, 5 of them are looking for one thing, and 2 are looking for something else. Okay. So we have 2 judges out back, 5 up on the stage.
Okay.
Looking over each shearer's work.
And what area does this draw from now?
All over the United States.
US, okay.
Yep. There's guys that couldn't make it, and there's even a Canadian that called the other night and said he couldn't make it at the last minute. So.
Okay. Well, we know that you're really busy right now, so we'll just keep an eye on what's happening here. And good luck.
Okay.
Thanks.
You.
Judges, are you ready? Timers, are you guys ready? Okay. Shearers, are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. The way we're handling these lambs is the way we handle shearing lambs and sheep all over the world. And it may look wrong, but it's not. The way we handle them is the way we control the lamb to keep them getting away, to keep them from hurting themselves or the shearer. It's also the correct way for handling the wool so that we can handle the wool the best way possible. Looks like Nick's the first one with the belly on. Now he's got a kicker. The shearer has his skills, the lamb will use all the skills he has too. Shearing sheep is just kind of a motion of efficiency. There are some guys that can shear all day long and get an extra 100 or 200 head per day than somebody else. And it looks like they're doing the same work and the same patterns, but one guy's more efficient. They'll be coming up to the next round.
So there you go. That's just a sampling of the sheep shearing competition at the 2008 Ogemaw County Fair. On a future edition of Michigan Magazine, we'll bring you more of the competitors of a more seasoned and world-renowned category who also competed that day. Events like this are becoming more and more popular at county fairs, but some individuals, perhaps like you and I, never get past the coney dogs, cotton candy, elephant ears, and carnival rides to discover the true roots of the county fair. with a heritage of hard work and pride, and good, clean fun and competition bring out the best in our Michiganders. So in these trying economic times, get back to the basics of family fun at your county fair. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Michigan Magazine. And don't forget to join us this Thursday through Sunday for our Bigfoot Bash. There's no admission charge, free parking, and a chance to explore an amazing area phenomenon, Sasquatch. The agenda and list of speakers for the event can be found at our website, michiganmagazine.com. at our museum event page. It's been a long, hot summer here in the Great Lakes State. We are so blessed in the fact that anywhere you go in the state, you're not far from a cool lake or stream. We've got over 11,000 bodies of water waiting for you and your family to cool off. Don't forget to make the wonderfully air-conditioned Michigan Magazine Museum a part of your summer this year. Besides the events and displays at the museum, there are plenty of area attractions nearby for the whole family. Best thing to do is check our website, our Facebook pages, and our Twitter feeds for places we're sure you'll enjoy near the museum and on your route. After this week's Bigfoot Bash, we're gearing up for our summer Civil War encampment. It's living history this September. Besides our web presence, be sure and visit theenchantedforest.com for Northern Michigan tips and Michigan.org for incredibly detailed day-by-day listings of things to do and places to visit. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you here on the next edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Tri-Point Connections, a church connecting to God, people, and community. Tri-Point Connections invites you to rediscover church in a relaxed, refreshing atmosphere. Join us Saturdays for fellowship and worship. Randy's Restaurant and Bakery, downtown Rose City. Freshly baked daily, cookies, breads, pastries, donuts, homemade pies, and more. Randy's has a full menu to tackle the heartiest appetite, including pizza and hand-dipped ice cream. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Rose Valley Winery, committed to making quality wines from locally grown cold hardy grapes. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road, Rose City.